In a city like Guwahati, striving for the title of smart city, a darker reality exists just a few kilometers away. Hundreds of innocent families in Larica Green Hamlet, Bongara, near the Guwahati Airport, have been brutally cheated by a Kolkata-based real estate developer. They were promised a world-class township with every modern amenity. Instead, they are left with half-built structures, perpetually flooded streets, and dreams that have turned into a decade-long nightmare. The developer did not just sell properties, they sold unfulfilled dreams. The promise began in 2010. Larica Estates Ltd, a Kolkata-based company, launched the Larica Green Hamlet project, spread over 1 acre. The grand plan, a world-class township with modern bungalows and fully functional amenities, all to be delivered within 2 years. But more than a decade later, the project is still woefully incomplete. This isn't just a delay, it's a profound betrayal, leaving residents frustrated, angry, and demanding accountability.
Started in 2010, and they promised that in 2 years' time they will give us bungalows in a world-class township, which will have various facilities. They published, advertised it, they had brochures which were distributed, and they have actually shown us a dream. So we innocently booked our bungalows here, hoping, they said you will not have to hire any domestic help because we will take care of everything. And they said they will charge only 1 rupee per square feet as maintenance charge, but they will maintain the entire township. It's a big dream. A shopping mall, a clubhouse with modern facilities. In the clubhouse there will be a guest house, there will be a rooftop cafeteria, a restaurant, a library, and there will be a swimming pool. There will be electrical substation here within the campus, for which they had taken extra 40 rupees per square feet from all of us, which means I have a house of 2050 square feet into 40. That much of money they took, promising they will give us a substation here. And you will see when you go out, there is not only no substation, even electricity is not stable. We have filed RTI with the APDCL. We have found that they have not bought enough power for us. The drainage, which is here now, not to speak of a world-class township, even for a very bad situation, it is not enough. The water cannot go anywhere, the storage water. It's a dangerous place. Then you will see that there is no fire safety measure here in this township. Under the rules, they have to have fire safety measures. They have not taken those. We have filed FIRs. As a result, these people, against them, either probably arrest warrants were issued, and therefore the managing director, project manager, and the director, all three went underground and then got bail. In the meantime, that is the time they started breaking the unity of the residents. They started playing divide and rule. There are a whole lot of Bengalis here. There are also Hindus, Assamese. There are Hindus, there are a couple of Muslims, there are some Christians. So they started playing a game, caught hold of some people who will support the company, and company bribed them in various ways. I'll paint your house in this, I'll make a big wall for you, all sorts of things, and carried some 9 people in an auto rickshaw to Guwahati High Court to say we have no complaints. But actually they have complaints, but they also threaten. They have threatened of all people me. People know me in Guwahati. I'm a big fighter. They know. I don't care. Even the chief minister, I don't care, I fight. Even then, the company, we have my wife Manorama Sharma, who is a professor, who was a professor in the university. She found out the other day a letter in which they threatened they will come into our house and occupy it because we are not paying that 1 rupee. My position is complete the project, I will pay you the maintenance. Own house. the rooftop wall is broken today, 10 years. And the panchayat, when we asked, have you inspected it? They have no means of inspecting. So they are not actually giving us a good completion certificate, a proper completion. What they have given us, some kind of a draft probably they made, the panchayat must have signed and given it to us, a house. So this is a company which cheats. We should warn people of Assam, they should not buy from this company. And I would request all those Larica residents in various complexes here, not only in this, the other complex near the Larica, it is called Larica Green or something near the VIP, all those, they should come together and protest against this company.
The evidence of neglect is impossible to ignore. Walking through the township is a shocking reality check. The clubhouse remains a shell. The swimming pool is nothing more than a dugout pit. And the children's play area is choked with patchy grass. Crucially, basic infrastructure is absent. There's no proper drainage, causing chronic disastrous waterlogging every single monsoon since 2016. In a bizarre twist, the structure meant to be the community's shopping complex is now a poorly maintained maintenance office, a building that itself desperately needs repair. But the issues aren't just structural. They are also financial and a serious risk to life.
কৈ আছোঁ ইয়াতে যে আমাৰ চাওক ৰিটায়াৰমেণ্ট হোৱাৰ পিছত ইয়াতে আহিছোঁ তো আমাৰ আছিলে যে আমি এটা কমপ্লিট ৰিটায়াৰমেণ্ট লাইফটো এনজয় কৰিম য'ত আমাৰ এমিনিটিজ থাকিব ধৰক জিম থাকিব আমাৰ কাৰণে খেলাৰ ঘৰ থাকিব লগ বন্ধু বা লগত আমি ইয়াৰে মানুহৰ লগ কৰিবৰ কাৰণে কমিউনিটি হল থাকিব তো তেনেকুৱা ধৰণৰ সুবিধাখিনি দিয়াৰ তেওঁলোকে মানে আমাৰ প্ৰতিশ্ৰুতি দিছিলে আৰু সেই গোটেই বস্তুখিনি যদি আজিৰ ডেটত চাওঁ আমাৰ বহিবলৈ কমিউনিটি হল নাই আমি ক'তো মানুহ 10 জন গোট খাব নোৱাৰোঁ আমাৰ কাৰণে এটা ডাঙৰ সমস্যা আমি কাৰো লগত কোনো ভাৱৰ আদান প্ৰদান কৰিব নোৱাৰোঁ যিহেতু ৰিটায়াৰ্ড হৈছে তেওঁলোকে এটা খালি অৱসৰৰ সময় পাইছে য'ত তেওঁলোকে কিবা এটা আলোচনা কৰি নিজৰ মাজত কিবা এটা আনন্দ ল'ব তেনেকুৱা ধৰণৰ কোনো সুবিধা ইয়াত নাই লগতে আহিলোঁ যে শাৰীৰিকভাৱে যদি আমি সুস্থ হৈ থাকিব বিচাৰোঁ তেতিয়াহ'লে যিহেতু তেওঁলোকে যি ধৰণে প্ৰমিছ কৰিছিল যে জিম থাকিব আমাৰ যোগা পাঠ থাকিব চিলড্ৰেনছ পাৰ্ক থাকিব আৰু লগতে থাকিব বিলিয়াৰ্ড ৰুম কেৰাম ৰুম যি আৰু তেওঁলোকে কৈছিলে তেনেকুৱা ধৰণৰ একো ধৰণৰ সুবিধা আমাৰ ইয়াত নাই আৰু যাৰ কাৰণে মেডিকেল ফেচিলিটিটো সাংঘাতিক দূৰত কাৰণ ইয়াৰ পৰা আপোনালোক মিৰ্জা হল 1.5 কিলোমিটাৰতকৈও বেছি মানে আমি মেইন নেশ্যনেল হাইৱেটো উঠিবলৈ 1.5 কিলোমিটাৰ লাগে এতিয়া হল তেওঁলোকে আমাৰ কাৰণে মানে ইয়াতে একৰ্ডিং টু ব্ৰচাৰ এখন গাড়ী সদায় থাকিব তেনেকুৱা ধৰণৰো প্ৰমিছ ব্ৰচাৰখনত আছে যে মানুহবিলাক বেছিভাগ জ্যেষ্ঠ নাগৰিকটো তেওঁলোকৰ যিকোনো সময়তে হেল্থ ফেচিলিটি এটা লাগিব এটা কথাটো হল যে আমাৰ নিজৰ ভেহিকেল আছে বহুতে ড্ৰাইভ কৰি যাব নোৱাৰে কিন্তু তেনে ধৰণৰ কোনো ভেহিকেল নাই আৰু নেক্সটটোৱে হল আমাৰ পৰা ইয়াতে 3 কিলোমিটাৰ বা 2 কিলোমিটাৰ দূৰত এটা মিৰ্জাৰ যিটো চৰকাৰী হস্পিটেল আৰু বাকীখিনি চিটিত তো আপোনালোকে ভাবিবই পাৰে আমি কি ধৰণে অনিশ্চয়তা এটা ৰাতি ইমাৰ্জেঞ্চি হ'লে ওচৰ চুবুৰীয়াৰ সহায়ৰ অবিহনে কোনো ধৰণৰ সম্ভৱ নহয় যে তেওঁ হস্পিটেল আমি পৌঁছাব পাৰোঁ ব্যক্তিগতভাৱে 2015ত যিহেতু বহুত এনেধৰণৰ কাৰ্যকলাপ তেতিয়া জড়িত হৈছোঁ 2016 চনত এখন FIR কৰিছে ইয়াৰে ৰেচিডেণ্টছে 16 জনীয়া মানুহৰ FIR হৈছিলে সেইটো এটা কেছ আৰু সময়ে আমি প্ৰায় মানে আমি এটা বছৰ ক'ব নোৱাৰোঁ যোনটোত আমি তেওঁলোকলৈ কোনো ধৰণৰ মানে কমপ্লেইন কৰা নাই লিখিতভাৱে হওক যেনে ধৰণে নহওক ইভেন ডিপাৰ্টমেণ্টক হওক আমি চৰকাৰী দপ্তৰবিলাককতো এই বিষয়ে জনাই আছোঁ তো আমি সক্ৰিয়ভাৱে যদি ক'ব বিচাৰোঁ 2016 চনৰ পৰা আমাৰ এইটো পূৰা শুৰু হৈ গৈছিলে আৰু এই বিগত 2 বছৰ মানে আমি 23-24 যদি চাওঁ আমি ভাল ধৰণে মানে এতিয়ালৈকে আমি 26টা ডিপাৰ্টমেণ্ট গভৰ্ণমেণ্ট ডিপাৰ্টমেণ্টক আমি চিঠি দিছোঁ চৰকাৰীভাৱে আমি দপ্তৰবিলাকক জনাইছোঁ আমাৰ সমস্যাবিলাক আমি তেওঁলোকৰ মজিয়ালৈ নিছোঁ কিন্তু আমি এতিয়ালৈকে একো ধৰণৰ নটিচ বুলি যিখন আপুনি কৈছে সেই ফাইনেল নটিচখনত আমি বেলেগ একো ক'ব বিচৰা নাই যিটো প্ৰতিশ্ৰুতি তেওঁলোকে আমাক কিনাৰ সময়ত দিছিলে আমাক যি ধৰণৰ প্ৰতিশ্ৰুতি দি সপোন দেখাই এই টাউনশ্বিপত আমি ঘৰ ল'লোঁ আমি সেইখিনিৰ ভিতৰতে বস্তু বিচাৰিছোঁ যেনে ধৰণে আমাৰ যিখিনি এমিনিটিজখিনি কৈছে তেওঁলোকে এমিনিটিজখিনি আমাক ঘৰৰ লগত সেইখিনি বস্তু দেখাইছে প্ৰথম 100 ঘৰ মানুহৰ মেম্বাৰশ্বিপ ফ্ৰী আছিলে ক্লাব মেম্বাৰশ্বিপ তো সেই ক্লাবটো ক'ত য'ত আমি সেই ফেচিলিটিটো এনজয় কৰিব পাৰোঁ, সেইটো আমাৰ এতিয়ালৈকে মানে হৈ উঠা নাই। এতিয়া আহিলে যিটো ফায়াৰ ছেফটিৰ কাৰণেও আমাক তেওঁলোকে দেখাইছে, সেইটোও নাই। এতিয়া আহিলেও আমি যিহেতুকে এইটো ৱৰ্ল্ড ক্লাছ টাউনশ্বিপ, তাতে আমি বাৰিষাৰ গোটেই কেইদিনত, বাৰিষা যেতিয়াই বৰষুণ পৰে তেতিয়াই গোটেইকেইটা বাইলেনতে ৱাটাৰ লগিঙৰ সমস্যা আছে। তো এতিয়া ভাবিব পাৰে আপুনি, এটা ৱাটাৰ লগিং কণ্ডিশ্যনত যদি মানুহৰ জনজীৱনটোৰ কেনেকুৱা এটা পৰ্যায় হ'ব পাৰে, য'ত মানুহে ঘৰত গৃহবন্দী, এনেই বন্দী, তাৰে ওপৰত আৰু পানীৰ কাৰণে বন্দী।
One of the most important problems that we face today is that when a project is completed, the company should hand over the project along with a completion and occupation certificate to a residents' welfare society. The company has not tried to do that. They cannot do it because the project is not complete as yet. Though they keep on saying we have completed the project. We have filed cases against them, and in one of the cases we had to go to Supreme Court, and Supreme Court has sent the original complaint, which they got somehow other squashed, sent back to NCDRC, the National Consumer Dispute Redressal Forum, asking the forum to hear our case properly and give a new judgment. The company is at fault. That is one thing we should know. Our main issue is that I have been given a possession certificate where it is written you have paid everything, there is no dues, you have paid fully, and therefore this house is handed over to you. That is not enough. They must, like others were saying, they must give us an occupation certificate which will certify that this house is ready for living.
এইটোৱে মেনেজমেণ্ট হওক বা আজি মিডিয়া থ্ৰুৱেদি এইটোৱে যিখিনি লিখা আছে, যিখন ফটোহে চাইছোঁ ন, আমি ফটোখন চাই আহিছিলোঁ, তো সেই ফটোখনেই লাগে আমাক, সেই ফটোখনৰ বস্তুখিনিয়ে লাগে, তাৰ এক্সট্ৰা নালাগে আমাক। ছুইমিং পুলটো যিটো আপোনালোকে চাব এতিয়া যিটো অৱস্থা, সেইটোৱে লাগে, তাতকৈ ডাঙৰো নালাগে। আমি তাতে এনেই গৈ ছুইমিং পুলতনো আৰু ক'ত এতিয়া কোন যাব, কথাটো কৈছোঁ। কিন্তু তোমালোকে দিছিলা ন সেইটো প্ৰমিছ আমাক, সেইটো ফটো আমি দেখিছোঁ ন, তো সেই ফটোখন দিয়া আমাক।
Residents allege the developer collected an extra rupees 40 per square foot for an APDCL power substation that was never built. Moreover, maintenance charges were hiked arbitrarily from rupees 1 square feet to rupees 3 per square feet without audited accounts or consulting the homeowners. Adding insult to injury, 18% GST was allegedly collected on these fees without proper tax invoices, a clear violation of the GST Act. Perhaps most terrifying is the complete lack of fire safety compliance. The township is marked by expired extinguishers, missing evacuation plans, and poorly maintained fire infrastructure. The paper trail reveals a stunning deception. A letter from the developer dated September 3rd, 2016 to the Deputy Commissioner of South Kamrup admitted the project was incomplete, estimating many months were still needed for amenities.
Now the Supreme Court has been constantly saying in the DLF, Delhi cases and all that, builders against builders, they have said that the brochure that a company shows you, it's a part of the agreement. Because we bought the house, we bought this thing, depending upon what were the amenities. Even today, if you look at the builders' advertisements, they always show you the amenities. And you will buy a house looking at the amenities. So I thought that, this is a place which will be almost self-sufficient. We got so unhappy about it, and for the first time in my life, I really felt that I was cheated because all our retirement benefits, we put it into this house. And then we realized that this company is planning to run away and not give us a world-class township. So then, as far back as 2016, I think, a group from here, they decided to file a case with the national, the ND and National Consumer Forum, you see, in Delhi. And so the case was filed. And of course, these cases take a long time. So the Consumer Forum, after many things, it finally gave a report, which actually was hardly a report. It just said whatever the company replied. That was the whole report of the National Consumer Forum. So then we decided to go to the Supreme Court. And so we took this to the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court took its time, and then the Supreme Court finally gave its verdict that this was not a report of the Consumer Forum. It's not really justice done. So they sent the report back because we've appealed with that report. And they said they sent it back to the Consumer Forum saying that you have to look at this, look at this whole case on the basis of the evidences which they have given, and give a report on the basis of their evidences, not on what the company has said. So the case is still pending. The hearing should be soon, I think, because this company is completely unconcerned about what happens to people. Before we had come, before 2015, I think it was in 2014 or 13, yeah, there was a young chap, a security boy from a village nearby. He was some Boro. So he was on his first day in duty. He was sent out. It was a rainy night. He was sent out without a torch, and he slipped and fell, and an iron rod went into him, and he died. And the company did not take any care. We happened to come, so we, with some organizations from outside, we went and paid, at least gave some financial assistance to the family. Young wife, her name is Pratima. And then after we shifted, we gave an employment to Pratima, tried to make her save up for her 2 daughters. But this company is absolutely inhuman. It doesn't matter. He is a cheat. It's cheating. It's come from Calcutta. I don't know how it got its idea it should come here, but not that I wouldn't have spoken about a company which has come from Guwahati if it is a cheat. So it doesn't matter. But this is a company which has come from outside, and we can't go and fight in Calcutta. You see, so at least in Guwahati we can go and fight. So it's come and it is cheating us. It is inhuman. It is unconcerned, and it is trying to justify all its wrongdoings and making us live in this hell.
Many months were still needed for amenities. Yet, just 20 days later, on September 23, 2016, the developer claimed to have obtained a completion certificate from the Bongara Gaon Panchayat office. Despite the glaring visible incompletion of the project, this raises serious questions about the validity of that certificate. After years of this agonizing wait, residents have issued a final unified notice. They are demanding immediate completion of construction, full fire safety compliance, transparent audited finances, and full regulatory accountability. They are now threatening legal action under RERA, GST laws, and the Consumer Protection Forum. The Larica Green Hamlet story is not an isolated incident. It reveals a pattern of developers exploiting trust, collecting large sums based on false promises, and remaining unaccountable. It's a clear example of why stricter regulations and immediate government oversight are urgently needed to protect home buyers in Assam.